before we get into any bomb tricks, you'll need to know how to glide toss bombs. This is an extremely useful technique that can be used to make your character slide while throwing an item in any direction, in this case Toon Link's bombs. In order to perform a glide toss, while in your running animation, input a jump then instantly throw your bomb with A. You can do this forwards, upwards, and backwards. You can even do a turnaround glide toss. After a bit of practice, this should become second nature. Without glide tossing, many of Toon Link's combos are not possible. This is very important because most of Toon Link's combos revolve around the usage of his bombs, but we'll get into that later. You can short hop then throw a bomb backwards and catch it with an aerial attack. To re-catch a bomb, throw it backwards after a short hop, then catch it with Z. From here you can instantly toss it up, down, left or right with either the A button or the C stick. I personally prefer using A. Remember, you have to throw it instantly after the re-catch for this to work. If you re-throw a bomb forwards or backwards, you'll be able to re-catch it in a few different ways. This technique can be used in many different situations for things like combo potential, mind games, and even edge guarding. This will feel really hard to pull off at first, but the more you practice it and train yourself with the timing, it gets a lot easier. When you can do this consistently, you'll notice more and more ways to use it in competitive play. Glide toss your bomb forwards, then run and catch it with Z. Instead of catching it with Z, you can re-catch it with a neutral air or a forward air. You can also just throw your bomb back while close to the ground and catch it with Z. You can do it forwards, but I find it easier to do stuff when it's thrown backwards. This can also be used for mind games. Re-catch and throw your bomb downwards for an edge guard. Zair near the ledge of the stage with the bomb to drop it for another edge guard. With a bomb, fast forward and immediately press Z on a platform to set up bomb traps. The game will only allow you to have 2 bombs out at once. You can also do this on the ground by pressing Z a few frames before touching the ground. After a re-catch with an aerial attack, you can drop it with Z without using your Zair. Toon Link's boomerang is his second most important tool right after his bombs. The boomerang allows you to aim in multiple directions so you can hit your opponents with more precision. This is especially helpful when catching your opponent when they're trying to recover. If it hits your opponent on return, you can combo it into grabs or other follow-ups. This will provide pressure to the other player whenever it's out. Always try to catch the boomerang so it doesn't go off stage, otherwise you'll have to wait some time before it comes back. If you're doing an action while receiving the boomerang, it won't interrupt you. There's not too much to talk about when it comes to the arrows, so I'll just cover them here. His arrows travel a lot slower than Link's, which to some may seem like a disadvantage. In my opinion, they're better because they allow for more follow-ups. Here are the different ways you can shoot the arrows. Wave bouncing is essentially B-reversing a regular reverse. You can also B-reverse your boomerang. B-reversing arrows off platforms can be useful in some situations. Wave bouncing is a safer way to use your arrows as you're retreating while using them. Arrows can also be used for jab blocks. Before we get into the combos, here's some general stuff you should probably know. Zair is a great spacing tool and can be used to combo into something like a grab or a dash attack. A ledge trump can be followed up with a back air. Tether recovery is much faster than regular recovery. To keep your bomb while returning to the stage, you have to air dodge right before the Zair. Hold down during your up B to not snap to the ledge. Remember, Toon Link has a wall jump, so use that to return to the stage whenever you need to. Use a B reverse arrow after the wall jump for a surprise attack. Toon Link's back throw is a really reliable kill throw. It can also kill really early on some occasions. You can buffer an up air after a short hop air dodge to start a combo or take a stock. We'll start off simple, then things will gradually get more complicated. Toon Link has no true throw combos, but you can always try to string things together or get an air dodge read. Up tilt strings work on pretty much every character, but it really abuses heavy or fast falling characters like Sheik, Captain Falcon, and Fox. They can combo into grabs too. Up tilt to up air is a true combo up until very high percents. Up tilt to footstool down air is easy to do against this type of character. If they miss that tech, it opens up an opportunity to get a jab lock. If you hit your opponent upwards into a bomb, you can follow it up with an up air. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to bomb and boomerang confirm, so let's just get to it. Keep in mind, I'm always glide tossing the bombs. can get some boomerang confirms too. For the bomb and boomerang confirm, make sure you aim the boomerang accordingly to their DI and percent so it connects. You can either finish it with a forward air or an up air. If you throw your bomb downwards and hit your opponent a high percent, try to follow it up with an up air for the kill. You can combo a bomb into a footstool. This is a great thing to learn because you can read their getup and throw out a projectile to cover their options and expand on that. Use platforms like on Battlefield for jab lock combos. I hope you'll have learned something by the end of this video. Sorry for the wait, it's just been kinda hard because I've been having to deal with school and being ill and stuff, so yeah, sorry again. Feel free to follow me on Twitter to keep up to date on what I'm doing. And that's it. Bye guys.